Former Communications Director Alyssa Farah Griffin, former White House Deputy Press Secretary Sarah Matthews and former aide Cassidy Hutchinson sat down with ABC News This Week co-host Jonathan Karl for the first time to discuss their roles on the series. He speaks out against Trump in the wake of January 6. Basically, a second term for Trump could mean the end of American democracy as we know it. And I don't say that lightly. Griffin, now a co-host of ABC's The View, told Karl, blaming the former president. He was accused of stealing a Democratic election and engaging in historic and unconstitutional attempts to remain in power. I am very concerned about what the term will actually look like. Griffin continued, we don't need to predict what Trump's second term will be like because we've already seen it end. Matthews told Karl, he's doubling down on fact that this day he still thinks election was stolen and rigged. Matthews said, claiming Trump's rhetoric has become increasingly unbalanced, citing his threats to circumvent Constitution and his suggestions weaponize Justice Department. The department will retaliate against its political enemies. Hutchinson, who served as top aide to Trump's last White House chief of staff, Mark Meadows, and who stood by Trump for longest time after the 2020 election, said a large portion of population did not realize their mistakes and did not try to move on to make our country better. This is a fundamental choice to continue protecting our institutions and our constitutional republic, Hutchinson said. As a country, we are extremely fragile, and so is the experiment in democracy. This was first time Trump supporters came together to share experiences of Griffin, Matthews and Hutchinson, who collaborated with House Select Committee investigating Capitol attack on Jan. 6, 2021. Griffin, from his post at White House December 4, 2020, had a private interview with committee behind closed doors on January 6, 2020, while Matthews, who resigned January 6, 2021, and Hutchinson, from committee, also left committee. At the end of Trump's presidency, the White House held public testimony in televised hearings as well as testimony behind closed doors. On January 6, most of the minutes of the committee's closed-door interviews with witnesses were finally released. Hutchinson's shell testimony played a key role in House investigation Jan. 6, providing detailed accounts of Trump's state mind surrounding 2020 election he lost, as well as events before, during and after Jan. 6 insurrection. Trump has denied any wrongdoing regarding January 6. The Trump campaign responded to ABC's interview with a statement calling the women ungrateful hustlers who took advantage of the opportunities President Trump gave them and became total Judas. Tom WilliamsCQ-Roll Call. Inc. via file they say they put politics aside and prefer democracy if he becomes the nominee. Our sole focus should be on ensuring that he is.